Hello fellow farmers, today we are going to look at maize planting in Ghana and what a farmer can do to bring good harvest at the end of planting. When we talk about maize, maize plays a very special role in the Ghanaian food, talking about the banku, the cocoa, and even the special kwekwe that the Ghans use for homowo. Without maize, how can we celebrate our homowo? So with that said, let's go learn about how to plant maize and everything about maize from the planting to the harvest. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and please share the video with all your friends.
This is Showboy Farm. This is our maize farm we have here. In Ghana, we have two planting seasons of maize production. So we have the major season and the minor season. The major season starts from April, May, June, July. That's the main season. And the minor season also starts from September, October, November, December. So these are the major seasons we have in Ghana if you want to plant maize and have a good yield. That's the time you should start preparing or plant your maize. In fact, maize production is very, very lucrative. Maize, if you want to plant maize, very, very lucrative, very, very profitable. We have types of maize. This is Obatampa. The seed I always plant is Obatampa. And the Obatampa seed, in fact, it has a good yield. 1 acre, you can get, if you are able to apply good practices, you are going to get about 25 bags per 1 acre. 25 bags of maize per 1 acre. So that's the types of maize I do plant. And after, before everything, before you plant your maize, you should know the locality of your land. You see, some areas rain start early, some areas doesn't start early. So look at your area when the rain starts. Some areas it can start from, especially the main season, it can start from April. Some can also start from May. So it's a matter of preparing the land to suit the weather, because the weather is not predictable. You cannot predict when the rain should start. So you should know when to prepare your land and when to finish and when to plant your maize. So if you see it starts raining, then you start planting them. And after planting, this is all the farm is in lines. So if you want to have a good yield or high production, plant your maize in lines. So when you plant them in lines, you get more production. Like what I've done here, all my farms, all my maize farm, it was planted in lines. So this is one method you should also look at. Then before you plant the maize, it has some distances which you're supposed to know before you plant them. It should be a 1 foot by 3 foot interval. 1 foot by 3 foot interval. 3 foot width and the length. So there should be a 1 seed in the hole. When you want to have a high production, it shouldn't be 2. When you plant in, you put 2 or 3 in a hole, they will compete for nutrients. So it should be a 1 seed in a hole. So if you're able to do that, you are going to have a good yield or high production. And then the next one we want to talk about is, don't think maize, when you put in the hole, it will grow where you should apply some fertilizer so that it will boost the production. Because when someone applies fertilizer and one doesn't apply fertilizer, you see a clear difference between the two. I have applied fertilizer. Look at how greenish it is. Look at how greenish it is. I've applied yellow fertilizer. The sack is there to be as an evidence. So after application, after planting, 2 weeks you should apply fertilizer. 2 weeks interval should have apply fertilizer so that it will just boost the production. And maize takes 3 months from mature. 3 months. So after planting, by 3 months time, it will be matured for consumption or harvesting. And you see, maize is one of the crops in Ghana, the highly food crop. that when you talk about consumption rates, maize is one of them, because all the food we've been eating, about 70 to 80% we eat every day. So maize production is very, very lucrative, and I don't think you can go into maize production and run at loss. No, you will never run at a loss. If you get a very good production, and the demand for maize is very, very high. As I'm speaking now, when you come to our area, about 95% of the maize we consume here come from Techima. About 95%, 90 to 95% of the maize we consume in our area, in our district, come from Techima. So we don't have people who can produce maize in a large quantity, like what we are doing. So if you get that knowledge to produce more for consumption, you get money from it, because every day, every day, every week, there have been maize coming from Techima North coming to our district. So we can be able to produce more. It means you are not going to bring maize from outside, but rather you depend on what we are producing in our district. So maize production is very, very lucrative. So I want to encourage each and every farmer that don't underestimate farming. Farming is very, very good. Farming is very, very good. So if you are entering it, get knowledge about it. Seek advice when to plant, how to plant, and when to plant. It is all part of education. Last, I told the viewers that in farming work, we have mathematical formula that we use to do our farming. This is the second time I planted this one in major season. So this is the minor season. It's me this year. I have planted the maize twice in a year. So that is a mathematical equation I used to do my farming. So if you want to go into it, seek for advice, knowledge, education, and go into it and start preparing. Because something agriculture practices. So some of the agricultural practices that we apply on our farms, one is weeding. Weeding counts a lot. So if you don't weed your farm, it's like human being living without food. No, you won't find it easy. So when you're able to weed in your farm, the crop will grow very well. So application of fertilizer, it's also part of it. So when we weed, I've already talked about fertilizer, but application, but do the weeding, apply the fertilizer. And let's also make mention about this, the irrigation. This crop can plant all seasons depending on where your farm is. So if you have a place where it is closer to water, you can even plant 3 times a year with the help of irrigation. Because I am preparing another land which I'm going to start in December. So when you're able to plant your maize in December, you are going to have, even those who buy them in fresh, even there's more money in that one more than even the dry one. So December, if you're able to get irrigation to irrigate the farm for you, you are going to have a higher market, a higher price for it. So these are the agronomical practices we use for our maize production. And another one that we want to talk about, which if care is not taken, can let you run at a loss, is 4 armyworm, invasion of 4 armyworm. So this 4 armyworm can cause a lot of devastating to the crop. So if you plant the crop, don't just go and stay home and think, oh, I have planted my maize, so the maize will grow well. If care is not taken, by the time you realize, the 4 armyworm will take over the maize for you. And by the time you realize, you will not get any yield from it. So if you see something like 4 armyworm just on your maize, we have some chemical like Bipel. Chemical like Bipel used to just control the 4 armyworm. And it is organic insecticide. At the same time, it's fertilizer. So if you go by that one, it will make your farm or your maize look very green and very fresh. And when you get to the farm, you love the farm and always be happy to plant maize. So when you want to go into that one, these are the things you should look at. And this one, I'm not saying you should look for a ready market before you plant it. No, because everybody eats maize. Benkun, we all eat benkun. So the demand for maize is very, very high. Unlike other crop, it is not everybody that go to market to buy. I'm going to buy cabbage, but maize every day we eat maize. So let's all ensure that maize is one of the lucrative crop that can also boost our source of income or give us a lot of income to sustain us. So as a farmer, just vary your farming method. When you plant this, add this, add this. Do your farming as a provision store. Do your farm as a provision store. Don't stick to one crop. And at the end of the day, this one give you something, this one also give you something, this one also gives something. And when you all this will come together, then to boost your income level and you'll be well established. You see, this education we are giving it to the public. Some people want to go into farming, but they don't have knowledge about it. But we are taking upon ourselves to educate the young ones or those who want to go into farming. So we are urging each and everyone to subscribe to Frenat Farms. Share it, subscribe and share with people so that everybody will get the knowledge that we are sharing. Because Ghana is agriculture. A nation without agriculture cannot develop. So share to your fellow friend for them to watch Frenat Farms. Frenat Farms, you are the best. Frenat Farms, no size. Thank you very much.
So you have learned a lot today about how to manage your farm, the practices to put in place to get maximum production. It is up to you to put what you have heard into practice. At the end of the day, I have done my portion. It is left with you to also do your portion. To have a good and beautiful maize like this one over here and the others all over, just listen to what Frenat Farms is teaching you, because you have nothing but quality education for you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel and know that we are in the cocoa season. And being in the cocoa season, I have to bring you cocoa videos. I'll talk to cocoa farmers to know what they are doing, for which reason Ghana's cocoa is ranked as the best on the world market. So if you want to know about that, then please keep watching Frenat Farms. See you.